Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer. And today I've got a fabulous horror flick lined up for us. It is Armando de Sarrio's 1973 classic sequel. It is Return of the Evil Dead. And guys, this is just as fabulous as it sounds. It's a great horror film and a great zombie film. So let's get right into this. Here is The Return of Evil Dead. Return of the Evil Dead is the insanely enjoyable sequel to the cult classic zombie hit Tombs of the Blind Dead. Directed in typical morbid style by legendary Spanish filmmaker Armando de Sarrio, the second in the Blind Dead series is an outrageously madcap flick that continues the decrepit zombie goodness with a ton more grotesque moments and dead-centric unhinged action. When it comes to upping the undead hysteria in the Blind Dead universe, Return of the Evil Dead delivers what us genre fans crave for, and that's off-the-rails zombie chaos, which entertains to no end. The film takes place 500 years after the Templar Knights were blinded and executed for committing heinous sacrifices. A small Portuguese village is celebrating their town's centennial celebration when the Blind Dead decide to rise from their tombs and crash the party. In a blind bedlam of undead chaos, the citizens band together to fight the zombie horde, led by a charismatic outsider named Jack Marlowe. Finding refuge in an old cathedral, can the assortment of survivors last till the morning, or will they all end up submitting to the unrelenting attacks from the ravenous Blind Dead? Tony Kendall headlines the film as the heroic Jack Marlowe, a visitor to town who falls back in love with an old flame who lives in the village. Ridiculously charismatic and full of action-packed energy, Kendall carries the film on his back as he clashes head-on with the zombie masses with outstanding results. Being a mainstay in the Eurospy genre, with his role as Joe Louis Walker in the Commissar X series, he brings that same confident swagger to the character of Jack Marlowe as he attempts to defend his girlfriend's honor and keep the villagers safe from the decrepit attackers. In the end, with a film that has little to no central characters, Tony Kendall absolutely shines as the driving force within the movie. Of course, when it comes to Blind Dead films, you really aren't watching for an in-depth character study, but rather a badass view on the Spanish version of a zombie apocalypse. Completely grungy and exceptionally brutal, Armando de Sarrio visualizes a distinct and original interpretation of his zombies, going for a genuinely decomposed and skeletal approach for his undead antagonists. Perfectly morbid and solely unsettling, Sarrio's zombies take the cake in the gross practical effects department. As soulless and dead as they come, the Blind Dead are appalling in the grotesque aspects of their makeup, and the ending result is one of classic horror movie gold. In the end, Return of the Evil Dead is a great zombie film that throws us headlong into the fray, as it opts to focus on the more action-oriented moments of the undead mayhem. Purely chaotic, the production approaches its narrative with a bare-bones story arc, which serves to solely centralize on bringing on the zombie-infused turmoil in almost excessive amounts. Feverishly entertaining and abundantly enjoyable, Return of the Evil Dead is the complete package of zombie pandemonium. If you enjoyed the first entry of the series, Tombs of the Blind Dead, then you'll absolutely dig this supercharged version of that original effort. Return of the Evil Dead is undead class that kicks all sorts of ass. And guys, that's the highly enjoyable Return of the Evil Dead. Just a fantastic zombie film, like I said, and basically a great sequel to Tombs of the Blind Dead. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys, because that's it for me, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, guys, I will see you at the next movie review. Take care.